there is nothing special about January 1st. Yeah, I get it. It's the first of the year. You could think of it as a clean slate, but instead of thinking that the first of the year is that, you can think that any single day, any moment that passes is a clean slate, because it is. You can always make your next choice a better one. You're never doomed. You're never at a point of no return. And I think that what I've noticed in like all my years of working with people as a dietitian is that they have this mentality where, well, I had a meal that they might consider to be bad, right? And by the way, foods aren't bad. Foods aren't good. Foods are foods. Ideally, we want to have mostly minimally processed foods as close to their natural state as possible. And by the way, fresh, frozen, canned, it doesn't just have to be fresh. Okay, but anyway, you could still fit in some fun stuff. I like to tell my clients aim for that kind of stuff, like 10 to 20% of the time, and aim for mostly 80 to 90% minimally processed whole food sources. But anyway, I digress. If you feel like you had an off meal, that doesn't mean that the whole rest of your weekend is ruined and you should just toss all of your good habits out the window. I like to say it's like grabbing a shovel and digging yourself a deeper hole when you start thinking that way. It's just stupid. Just think about that. Let's say you were doing some kind of a project. Would you let's say you were painting a room and you got through a quarter of the room and you were tired and you wanted to pick it up another day. Would you just leave the quarter of the room painted and not finish the room? You would probably be like, okay, I'll just finish it later on another day. I don't know. You could think of it that way. Or if you didn't brush your teeth one night, would you never brush your teeth again? No. So anyway, point being is, I think this time of year is a good time for reflection. And I think taking moments of time to sit back and reflect, what is going well, what isn't, what can I do differently? Can I repeat more of the things that are going well? On the days I feel like I really nail it, what have I done on those days that make me successful? And can I do more of that? Do I need help? Do you know that your health insurance likely will cover visits with a dietitian for little to no out-of-pocket cost to you, and that you can also use HSA and FSA payments towards that as well? Important to know. A lot of people don't know that. And you can, contact your health insurance plan to see which dietitians fall into your health insurance network. But anyway, you don't need to do this alone. It is important to understand that what you do most of the time, not some of the time, is what matters. And know that you're always only a moment away from turning your day around. But it is important, again, to take time to reflect what's working, what isn't, and what can you do differently. I hope you have a nice day.